So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with...
In the city! Oh, surely that deserved better.
And the Syri really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And it's Koundé. That is lovely. Played in with purpose. Dembele has it out wide and in space. So who's he picking out? Camavinga caresses it through. Koundé. And here's Mbappe has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now that's well seen too. Rabiot. Koundé. And here's Dembele. That's going to go a long way. Hernandez crosses.
Morocco look very much like they've set themselves up to absorb here. It's going to be difficult to try and find space between the lines.
Amrabat. Moved on forwards. Saliba cuts it out. Olise. Koundé. And here's Touré. Syri and claimed it back swiftly. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Olise. Amrabat. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And Syri. France are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. And here's En-Nesyri. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Hernandez. Unahi. Now it's En-Nesyri. Could move up a gear here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out to the left it goes. The less said about that pass, the better. That's really well manoeuvred. Hernandez, aim forwards. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Koundé looking to hit the byline here. Aguirre attempts a clearance. Olise. Rabiot. That's tidy. Looking for a decent ball in. Doué. And the shot! Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And it cuts out the supply. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Saliba. France going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Rabiot. Doué. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. France. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, off we go once more.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That's good play. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Cross. Cleared away. And here's Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's neat. Swings it across. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Olise. Oh, sweet feet. Rabiot. Aguirre was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Olise. Camavinga. Olise tries to thread one through. Koundé's cross. And it's hoisted clear. Here comes another cross. That has been knocked clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri! A real chance and a real let-off.
Morocco really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Rabiot. Camavinga. And it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's a loose ball. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. A chance to play it in. Rabiot. Now here's the delivery. There will be a throw-in. Koundé. And here's Elise. Incoming delivery. That'll be a corner. France are making a change now. Hernandez. Saliba looks to the other side. Klaus. Rabiot. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Nkunku. Camavinga. Rabiot. Ben Seguir.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. He's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Driving forward. Cross from Hakimi. Rabiot gets rid without sophistication. And it's Adli. And he thumps it clear. And it's played forward. And he's straight offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Morocco making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Saliba. And he goes cross-field.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nesiri. Dembele. Elise. It's Dembele! Great build-up. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. Into extra time we go. Camavinga. Nkunku. Rabiot. Camavinga. And it's Digne. Dembele. Mazraoui shifted upfield. Hakimi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Morocco cannot keep hold of the ball. And France can counter now. And here's Mbappe. Tries a measured ball. Klaus has a shot! So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Keeper has taken decisive action. And here's Rabiot. Rabiot proves too strong. Do have a chance to counter here. Over to the left. He's in! Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Camavinga. Camavinga chooses to go cross-field. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, it's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, I think for both sets of players now, fatigue becomes your biggest opponent. You know, when the body gets tired, the mind usually goes with it. Concentration levels are difficult to manage now.
And we're off for the final time. Here we go then for the last time. The score's still 0-0. Now it's Adli. Ennaciri. Camavinga. Nkunku. Dembele. Forwards and with intent. And it's Nkunku. Well timed, excellent interception. Rabiot. Elise. Well, they could break here. Aguirre. Quality ball. Ooh, can he get onto this? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Upamecano. Camavinga. Saliba. It's a quick ball upfield. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, played right into his path.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And there's green grass ahead of him. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Both sets of players have run themselves into the ground here, Peter. And as extra times go, I think I'll remember this for a while.
So it comes down to this, a final rallying cry, and then kicks from the spot. Real tension here then, as the first man readies himself. So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. Dembele shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. Oh, what a save!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
In Messeri, next in line, and here he is. That's how it's done, he made the keeper commit.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Morocco are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Dispatched emphatically. Ah, the keeper's guessed right, but couldn't keep it out. The third man in the queue. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
France are looking to him to tie things up. Oh, Cooley does it!
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
France at the point of no return. And stuck away with ice in his veins.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Mignon must save it. And there it is, the decisive kick. So after a grueling game that went all the way, the winner is decided on penalties. It was a horrible way to lose, and they are heartbroken.
Commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible.